What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Yannis Pappas Hour. We have an incredible episode today with my good friend, Joe Bartnick. He's got a new special out. You can watch it on YouTube or Amazon. It was a hilarious chat. You guys are going to enjoy it. So much fun. He's a wild guy. And just stick around for that episode, which is this episode. For those of you who want to see me on the road, you can see me at Atlanta, February 15th through the 17th, San Diego, February 23rd through the 24th, Stamford, Connecticut, March 1st and 2nd, Chicago at the Vic Theater, March 8th, Denver, March 14th through the 16th, Toronto, show added. I will probably be shooting my special there at the Royal Theater, March 23rd, late show added. Cleveland, Ohio, March 29th and 30th. And then in April, we're going to be in Tulsa, April 5th and 6th, Kansas City, April 11th through 13th, the Raleigh Improv, Cary, North Carolina, May 17th and 18th, and then many other dates coming up that are check out. You can check out on YannisPappasComedy.com, Patreon.com/Yannis Pappas Hour. Go join our Grammy Award-winning bonus episodes at Patreon.com/Yannis Pappas Hour. You could sample them for free for 2 weeks, I think. You're going to want to join and support the show after you do that. So enjoy this chat with the comedian Joe Bartnick, the wild Italian stallion from Pittsburgh.
Yannis Pappas. Yeah. When you all tucked up in the day been long, and the news online going on and on, what's right and wrong, and there's something up. Now here comes a great kid you know you can trust. From the true who's who, to the news and cameras, to the fake politics and the propaganda. Yeah, this kid screwed in, got a lot to say. Oh shit, it's about to be a long day. It's a long day.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Yannis Pappas Hour. Like I said, we got my good friend Joe Bartnick here, who is a detective from the 70s, and he's solving crime. First things first, let's get the business out of the way. You got a special out.
I have a special out. It's on All Things Comedy's YouTube page and picked up by Prime, Amazon Prime.
Woo! Jeff Bezos took a peek and said, you know what? Let's get it on the old platform.
Exactly. Let's make it $4.95.
Yes.
So whatever you want to do.
Yeah, Joe's a very funny stand-up comic. The special is out. Go check it out right now on YouTube or Prime.
Either
Both.
or.
Either or. You take your choice. Whoever you want to support, you do it. Now, Joe's from Pittsburgh. Joe's got a pinky ring. Joe's Italian. A lot of people don't know that Pittsburgh is heavy with greaseballs.
Italians, yeah. It's a big Italian thing. I prefer the term Italians.
Yeah, that's another way you can say it.
Yeah, but no, I'm not like we always called each other Dagos.
Dago.
Dago is like my favorite one. Dago's hilarious.
Where did WAP come from?
It says without papers, but I think there's
papers.
something else there too, which I don't know, like definition too.
Yeah.
WAP is funny too.
Yeah.
The other one I didn't kind of like take offense, but like I never like Guido so much.
Yeah.
Because to me it seemed like I didn't have a pink eye rock.
Right. You weren't that.
Yeah, I wasn't
But you
on
do
the
got a
Jersey
pinky
Shore.
ring, which is 3 levels below an eye rock.
I do have a pinky ring, but this is a special pinky ring. It was my grandfather's. He got in Prohibition. He ran a couple speakeasies, and he hit the number twice. And this was the real number, not the bullshit like scratcher offers, but the real number.
Yeah.
The one that really paid.
We're not going to fight Italian stereotypes here. I mean, you had some family members in the mob.
No.
Well, how come every city the Italians go to, they start a mob?
We got to take care of our own.
You got to take...
You think
Yeah.
these are Irish? You think these like politician guys are going to fucking help us?
Here's why the Italians were smarter than the Irish. Because the Irish came here and they ate shit and then they became cops. And you guys were like, no. We're getting a piece of this American dream, whether you like it or
we'll
not.
have our own police force.
We're going to do our own police force, and their outfits are going to be leather jackets. And instead of guns, we use bats. Italians like a bat.
I love a bat.
You like a bat, right?
Yeah.
Is that because of DiMaggio, or you just like...
Oh, I love DiMaggio is my favorite. You know, that is in my special. How we weren't even white until the 40s.
Yeah, you guys were wops without papers.
Yeah,
You're the original Mexicans.
That's also. Did you watch my special?
No, is that in there? Sorry, I just didn't joke up
no. You know what? That's in my next hour. That's what I'm doing now.
Oh, okay.
I say we're the Mexicans of Europe.
Right.
Because everyone loves our women and our food. They need our organized crime.
Right.
These drugs that get her on their own, people.
That's right. Right. You're the Mexicans of Europe. Right.
We are.
It comes up through there. You're like the border. They should build a wall between Italy and the rest of Europe. I'm sure that's what the Germans
Oh,
think.
if they did, I'd go back in a heartbeat.
You would.
Oh, yeah.
To be on that side of the wall, would you like
Of
to go?
course.
Yeah. You want to be on the Italian side of the wall.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You are going back there. You bought tickets for Rome.
It'll be built to code.
It will be built to code. It'll be built to the finest marble. The marble work on that fucking wall will be gorgeous.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, nobody.
It'll last through Pompeii.
Yeah. If you don't hire an Italian guy to do your patio is not going to come out right.
Oh, absolutely
Yeah.
not going to come out right.
The mob they're in the cement business, they're in the marble business, and they make a beautiful patio.
Option supplies, baby.
Yeah, they got it. They got it down. So you
We'll
got,
haul away your old porch, too. Throw all that shit out.
that's right. And then you got to make 2 patios, one for the main house and one for the Guma's pad.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Italian,
you get a break. The girlfriend gets a break when you pay for the big one.
that's
Hey, I tell you what you can do. You do mine, and then you go down there like 3-4 blocks. You get another one done.
right. You
You get a good price on that one. You get a good price on that one.
you get a combo package. It's understood.
Yeah.
It's like understood with a wink, and they go, all right. So, but what about the Guma? What about the Guma? I want the Guma package.
Yes.
Yeah, I want the
exactly.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
I want the 2 for 1.
Everybody gets a new kitchen.
Yeah, I think the Italians figured it out with the Guma. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Like I tell my wife all the time, she's Sicilian. I say, look, if I get a Guma, you need to understand because it's your culture. I am paying homage. I am participating in your culture.
well, at some point in life, women don't feel like going out and dressing up anymore. That's why you get a Gumar. She wants to go to all the parties. She wants to do all the stuff that your wife doesn't want to do anymore.
Right. There's a certain point where a woman just goes from dress up to sweatpants, and you can't bring her to a fancy restaurant in sweatpants.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just the mentality. They
Yeah.
they don't want they don't want to play the game anymore.
Right. Now, do you know
But
what?
the Gumar is always hungry.
Yeah. Why she always wants to eat, right?
Always wants to eat.
Yeah, because she's not taking care of like the wife.
Yeah.
So
of
you
course-
gotta.
Of course not.
No.
She's the one home alone on Christmas.
And this is why I respect Italian men. This is why I respect Italian men because they always take care of the wife more than the Guma. They never fall in love with the Guma. It's a caste system. It's an Italian caste system of infidelity.
Yes,
You never, if you fall in love with your Guma, like the Catholic Church turns their back on you, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even priests fool around. Like, there's no problem in that.
Yeah, we know about that. Yeah, but I think like
I mean, it's standard in Europe that people have girlfriends and stuff, But you have to have a nice family.
you do have to have a nice family first. And I think actually when you get married in a Catholic church in Italy, I think the priest says to you, do you take this guy and also his Guma to be part of you?
And also the chick in the 5th row.
I think, yeah. I think it's understood at the ceremony.
I think so too.
I think it's
I think so too.
yeah, I think it's understand. So you got the new special. Is this your first special?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the first hour special from Joe Bartnick.
First hour special that's like completely, Bill Burr produced it.
Yeah.
And All Things Comedy, my director, Ben Tischler, was the best. The beginning is like a spoof of the 70s, like Kojak and stuff. And it has a payoff at the end. And I'm really proud of it. I really am. Like they were cutting clips and I'm like, I like everything in the hour.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to watch it. You're a very funny guy, and you got a special. You got to check it out. My question to you, if you had to choose between doing the special, which has been so well received, or the Steelers being in the Super Bowl this week, this coming weekend, which one would you take?
Oh, the special.
You take the special.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like a Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
Is Kenny Pickett going to pay my rent?
Right. He's not.
Kenny Pickett can't do anything.
No.
They're like, people say, like, some people in Pittsburgh, like, he could be just like Brock Purdy. The only time he looks like Brock Purdy is when he's on the ground sacked. Oh, yeah, that looks like Kenny Pickett laying down crying.
Pittsburgh is a great town, though. It makes you a Pittsburgh guy. Pittsburgh is an underrated city. Like, when I go to Pittsburgh, I'm like, this is a great city. And then you meet someone from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a strong personality the way, like, New York has a strong personality. It's underrated. Like, people never think about, like, this is a Pittsburgh guy. Pittsburgh has an accent. It has a personality.
Right.
It has ethnicities. It's a great-looking city.
Well, it was like a huge city, and then, like, the Depression came to Pittsburgh first.
It really was like the grounds. It was like the COVID of depression.
It was because it was like
you were
in
like the Wuhan of the economic
like,
crisis
I
in
was
America.
there in the I was there. I was born in '69, so I was there in the '70s and '80s. That's why the Steelers are like the Catholic Church because that's all we had.
Right.
Everybody moved, but they still had like all the Carnegie stuff. So it's like it looks like a huge city. Like in 1950, it was like the 8th biggest city in the world.
Yeah.
World, America.
Yeah.
And then all
Which
of a sudden,
is the world.
And then everybody left. And they went to Sun Belt or they left. And then when I was there, it was like there was nothing to do growing up. It's like you went to Kennywood once a year and you played with the hose. I mean, that was like it. I mean, and literally you either became like a cop, you went to jail, you went to the army. Like there was nothing. But then because we beat like Detroit, Cleveland, Buffalo, all those cities, because we were the first one to go out, we got all kinds of the money. And then all the computer and tech companies came because of all the hospitals and all the Carnegie money and all the science, it all came together.
All the Carnegie money?
Yeah, because he built all the endowments of like all the libraries and everything like that,
Carnegie?
Yeah, the steel magnet.
Yeah, I like the way you pronounced it though. Is that how it's pronounced over there? Carnegie? I like that.
Yeah.
I like that
How
better.
else do they say it?
Carnegie? I like Carnegie.
Now it sounds like I'm taking a hearing to Carnegie or Carnegie.
Has it always been? Is that the way you've learned to pronounce
However
it?
I said it is the way people say it.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
different. That's different than.
So now there's like a million things to do in Pittsburgh for kids. Everyone goes, they're like, oh my God, it's amazing. I mean, before all there was like ethnic clubs and you played bocce or played cards.
Right.
And fought, I mean, there was nothing for kids. And now there's music, there's comedy, there's so many things because all the college kids stayed and made lives there.
Yeah, and
It's like 30 years later. That's the history of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they do got Carnegie Mellon there, which is no longer any American students there. I did a show there, and people were looking at me like they had like Google Translate while they were going. I mean, it was all Indian and Asian.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's always been the really, really smart school. I mean, I went to Pitt for a semester and a half.
You did go to Pitt.
Yeah, for a
You're
semester
a
and a half.
smart Italian. See, I did it respectfully. You're a smart Italian. You're a
Well,
smart
I mean,
guy.
getting to Pitt wasn't that. I mean, it wasn't that. I went to get Big East tickets to go see Jerome Lane.
So you went into school for the tickets.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just here for a semester and a half because I want to go to the game.
Yeah, I went to see Jerome Lane. That's when the Big East was the best.
Now, why is Pittsburgh built not considering the welfare of old people with those stairs? I mean, you look at every house and you're going like, after you turn 60, how does every time I pass a Pittsburgh house, I don't understand why I don't see a pile of dead old people at the bottom of those like big stairs.
Yeah, they're just used to it.
I mean, it's like crazy how
Well, my uncle Sylvester died shoveling ice, picking ice. He died. Yeah. There's just people just drop over. But you know what's so funny? I live in Sierra Madre, California. Yeah. It's like old person. I've fished 2 people off the ground in the last year and a half.
They just fall down there.
Yeah, like they just fell. Like I saw like some old guy fell.
And you never see that in Pittsburgh.
No, they're tougher. They bounce. They bounce up.
Bounce
Get off me, Sonny! I need your goddamn help.
Now, what's the most famous Pittsburgh movie? I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you an underrated one you may not know about.
Okay, well, Pittsburgh. I'm not a movie guy. I mean, The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh.
Good one. What about this one? Underrated, Dominic and Eugene.
I never heard of that.
Yeah,
movie.
Dominic and Eugene. I think Ray Liotta it was about a guy living in Pittsburgh with his special needs brother.
Yeah,
Dominic and Eugene. It's another good one. Mystic Pizza? No, that was Connecticut. Pittsburgh needs a strong like mob movie because the mob was big in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, it had its things. It had things were going on. Yeah.
What did they do with steel? What did they get
Everything.
involved in? They got everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you how it's still such a strong union town.
Yeah.
When I was touring with Burr, the only 2 places that wouldn't let me sell merch without taking the only 2 places where the union said no was Pittsburgh and Chicago.
That was the 2 spots.
Yeah. And in Pittsburgh, they went like 90% on like my CDs. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna stand in the doorway of a theater for 3 nights in a row and like for 10% of my own CD.
That's crazy.
But then in Chicago, same thing. They go, what are you selling, right? I go, CDs. They go, no, right? Or they wanted something, and I go, no. After my set, the first night, they go, the guy came back and goes, oh, we all love you. We'll sell your CDs for you.
So they ended up doing it.
And then they did. And then the last night to go pick up my money, I went downstairs into the basement of the Chicago theater.
The way it should be. Yeah.
It was the coolest thing ever. And the door was like once you got in, you couldn't get out.
Yeah.
It was one of those trick doors.
Yeah.
And behind the counter where they counted out the hundreds
Yeah.
was the biggest picture of Al Capone. It was the coolest thing ever. Because I love The Untouchables, like probably my favorite all-time TV show. And they always show the Chicago theater.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest goal would be to play the Chicago theater.
Yeah,
I shot my special at the Den, which is not the Chicago theater.
That's nice. I think Verzi's shooting it. At the
It's
Den,
coming
right?
up.
Yeah, yeah.
He was there for my special. It was great.
Yeah, that's a good place to shoot it, Chicago.
Yeah,
I was thinking
it's
about
my kind of
Chicago.
town. It's
Yeah.
your kind of town. It's regular people.
It's a great city. It's
Yeah.
a really great city. It's a beautiful city. It's like clean. It's like if New York got its shit together and took a bath and went to a good school. Like New York's because they look similar, like big cities, and New York's like the apex tech kind of.
Chicago they're worldly, but they're America.
Yeah.
New York is like a world city.
Yeah, that's true.
There's people from the world, the whole world comes here.
Right.
Chicago is like a really, really, really big Pittsburgh.
Right. Right. It's like Americans there. And by Americans, we mean Polacks.
Yeah, but there's a ton of Italians. There's tons of everybody there. But it's just like it's America.
Yeah.
It's not just like a million just crazy people from all over the world.
That's right. You're right. You know what I love about Pittsburgh, just to fly back to that combo for a second, is the when you go to the neighborhoods up in the mountains around the city,
Yeah.
and you look down into the skyline or parallel with it.
Right.
It's one of the there's no other city like that.
We have a great looking skyline.
Dude, it's great, and you can see it from up high, which is interesting.
What's really cool is from the north side or from the east side, you can see it, not the usual from the south angle that comes through the tunnel. The reverse angles are really good
It's really nice. And when you're coming over that yellow bridge and you see it like that, it's very cool. They shoot a lot of movies. They shot Batman in Pittsburgh.
Well, because it has the big city look with half the price.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of good, the character actors, or what do you call it, backstage, background.
Or character actors.
Character actors. There's a
Now,
lot.
you got a character actor look.
I am a character actor.
You're the guy they go.
You talking about Italian? I'm the most typecast. I am always either like a deli clerk, like number one, drug dealer. In Burr's movie, I played a bouncer at a strip club.
That was a great scene, by the way.
Thank you.
When Ed Verzi goes, I'm not with them. Tell him I'm not with them.
What's funny about that scene is that whole thing was we practiced for 2 days.
Yeah.
And the way they cut it was great, made me look a lot better. But it's there's mainly just in the end of it, it looks like I kicked 5 people's asses.
Yeah.
But when we did the whole thing, it was all the other stunt guys were throwing hands too. I got the first 3 punches in.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was everybody. But at the end, it looks like just me. But
Yeah.
it's funny was everyone else was a stunt person.
Right.
Except me and Verzi.
Right. It was just 2 comics and stuff.
Like Bobby and Bokeem and Bill, they didn't take any bumps.
Did Verzi at one point say "watch the chain" or something like that? I think did he?
I'm not with those guys.
Yeah,
no, maybe I don't. I mean, we did it a bunch of times. The funniest part of the whole thing was the guy. We're all having a blast. We're all professionals. We're all just sitting around having a blast. And Verzi's just relaxed. And the guy he'd been a stunt guy since the 70s, the head stunt guy. So he's going, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. He just grabs Verzi and throws him. And Verzi didn't know he was going to do it. And you know those theme park rides where they just drops?
Yeah.
I had the perfect view of Verzi's face, just disappear, he was scared. It took me 15 minutes. Club City Kenny has it on tape. Me just going, like my real laugh. I couldn't control it because I was laughing so hard. But we did a bunch of takes in the movie. My favorite thing about the movie was I had to do a scene with Bobby Cannavale because he's my favorite actor under 60 or 70.
Oh, he's great. You know what? He was great in that Netflix show. He was great in that.
Well, he was great
about the neighbors. Remember, it was like a neighbor show about he moves to the suburbs and then they start acting weird. His neighbors. It was a very big show. I can't remember the name of it.
Well, he was in Boardwalk Empire.
He was incredible in that.
He was incredible in that. So, and I my favorite movie. I always like charisma on charisma. In Pulp Fiction when it's Bruce Willis and John Travolta.
Oh, that's
And
great.
he's like, yeah, you heard me, Punchy.
Yeah, you heard me, Punchy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just they're just like, so that's kind of what I got to do with Bobby.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, we're cool, right?
Yeah.
I was getting the look.
He was-
I gave him my old Pittsburgh look.
Yeah.
Like, my wife's like, if you could do that look, you'd be a famous
What's
actor.
the Pittsburgh look?
I love you guys. I can't do it.
Come on, please give the people a Pittsburgh look. Yeah! Wow! I felt that, dude.
it?
Yeah,
Did you get a
There's
camera
vi-
there?
yeah,
Yeah, there's it.
yeah. There's controlled,
No, was it-
controlled violence.
Do it
Yeah.
into that camera right there.
Oh, now I gotta.
This one on the hand there.
Yeah, look at that. You want a garbage plate? Like right there. Yeah. Garbage plate's Rochester, right? No, garbage plate's Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, no?
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. They put
Yeah.
everything on a fucking. It looks
Yeah.
like a
No,
piece
no,
of
no.
shit.
Permanente sandwich.
Oh,
right.
Permanente's is
Yeah.
coleslaw and fries on the sandwich.
Yeah, yeah, they did. Yeah, well, there it is again. Wow, yeah. Next special, I think I know what you call it. That Pittsburgh look.
The
How
other
about
thing,
that?
my other thing is, eh.
That's another Pittsburgh?
I know. I always do that too. I like every say you do that.
Yeah.
But it was funny because then we're doing the first take. Then all the stunt guys were there, so it went really well. But the guy goes, hey, you could throw throw that guy. Like he said, I didn't throw the first. I punched, and then he goes, the throw of the second guy. He kind of made it like I kind of pussed out
Yeah. He said you didn't do it hard enough.
a little bit.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So
Like,
did you
So the second time,
Yeah.
I just fucking threw his ass.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like
Method
I'm
acting,
not gonna get like I don't want the big guy fucking pissed at me.
Yeah.
And I fucking tossed him.
Yeah.
And then just like 45 seconds later, when it's like, okay, cut.
Yeah.
Like all the stunt guys went run into him. Like, dude, are you okay? Because I flipped him. Like I just fucking threw him over everything.
Yeah, you gave him the old Pittsburgh throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
gave him the old fucking we call that the oh my
You're
god.
go-
God damn it.
Well,
Terry Bradshaw. God damn it. I think I got Alzheimer's, dude.
well, oh my
I
god.
think so does Terry Bradshaw.
I have it. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember anything. And I lose everything constantly. And you have the situation where like you know somebody, but you can't think of their name, but
It's
you
the
know.
worst. That's what just happened to me. Yeah. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate it. Yeah.
What do you think that's from?
I think it's from just dead brain cells.
Okay.
I think it's just as you get older.
But you've partied, but I've definitely partied way
No,
more.
no. When it comes to between me and you, yeah, I can't. I would be like, that would be like sitting in front of Michael Jordan saying, I play basketball professionally. I can't do that. No. I've never passed a kidney stone in the parking lot of a football game.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank God you
I've never
haven't.
died-
Thank God you haven't had to.
Yeah, no, I haven't had to.
Is that a necessity?
Yeah.
People think I do this shit on purpose.
No, Joe
no,
Bart-
no, people think I do this shit on purpose, but
Joe Bartnick got in almost a fatal car accident, just got out and then got on a plane, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, going to the road, going to the best.
That's when you decided you needed glasses, I think, right? You thought you don't need
Oh,
glasses.
I get it from behind.
Yeah.
No, and the guy looked like Chuck Berry. The guy who hit me and my wife looked like Chuck Berry completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on the 134. I was going to the airport to meet up with Verzi and Burr and get to go to the Notre Dame game and then go on a 3-week bus tour.
Right. And you almost didn't make it.
And the bus tour was the greatest 3 weeks of my life. I'd still be on that bus.
Right.
It was the greatest thing ever. It was the greatest thing ever.
Because you guys read books and just got early sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Poetry readings. No, I mean the bus tour is like, because basically you just, let's just say we start at the show.
Yeah.
Show's incredible. It's with Burr.
Yeah.
The show's incredible. Then we go, that's when Bill was boozing.
Yeah.
We're going up, me and Verz,
Yeah.
and it was, because when there's three of us, no one can be like, if one person's a little lazy that day,
Yeah.
no. The other two, it's like you always get caught up.
And Verzi can drink.
Oh, I know.
Verzi
That's,
can
that's
drink.
why he's,
Yeah.
it's like Wonder Twin Powers, me and
Yeah,
Verzi.
you and Verzi. Verzi can drink, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we have a good time. So so that's another. So then, okay. So do all that. Get back to the bus at like 2 or 2, like say 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. 3 in the morning. Then that's it. You sleep so good. You sleep so good on the bus.
Yeah. Well,
Wait.
I mean, if you're, yeah.
No, you do. You do. Like, I mean, I thought it'd be claustrophobic. You're not. And you wake up about noon. If I can have a sandwich.
I think
we'll
you
watch
slept
some
good.
Sports Center.
Was this before you got the CPAP? because I tell you, you probably slept good, but I bet you everybody else. In the
Oh
house
no,
didn't
my
sleep.
snoring is
I've
legend.
Heard, I've heard you snoring.
My
yeah.
snoring is
You
legend.
used to shake the house. Yeah.
Oh my God! But speaking of university, thank God I didn't get a room at the castle you got married in. We would have ruined your wedding. It would have been,
Well,
it would have been the
mean,
worst.
yeah.
It would have been the worst. It would have been the
You did
worst.
spill wine on my wife's. You did spill a little wine on my wife's dress.
Did I?
Yeah, I didn't know that. But it's in Greek. That's good luck. In Greek culture, that's good
see
luck.
that?
Yeah.
And Greek and Italian in the DNA, like the
Yeah.
19 in me is
It's
like the same.
Same thing. Yeah, I got 33% Italian in me.
There you go.
So I have a great grandparent who's Italian. Joe pre-gamed my wedding.
I had to.
So-
We had like 4 hours to kill.
Yeah. I don't know what my wife did. My wife did the fucking ceremony, and then she just gave people 4 hours to so we could do pictures in the cold. So people had nothing to do. And when Joe Bartnick has nothing to do, there's one thing to do. And that's everyone went to his room, and he had like fucking cases of.
I know. I had a 24-pack of Miller High Life.
Yeah. He walked into a castle in Long Island like he was pre-gaming the Steelers game. And he brought a guy as his date.
I
Joe Gonzalez.
I got Joe. I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was. I didn't think. It was, I don't know. I was just because Verzi was in the wedding. Verzi was in the wedding, and I don't know what I was thinking. Where it's like, oh, I don't want to, Mrs. Verzi. I'm like, I didn't know how many people were at the wedding, and I just,
It was a great time, though.
It was the best. It
Yeah.
was here's how you know it was a good time, and thank God I didn't mess it up. Was I go, we should get out of here. Yeah. I get outside. Dante Nero goes, what are you doing leaving? And I go, yeah, you're right. Next thing I know, I woke up at the hotel just like, what happened, man? Do I have to apologize to people? Well, my tuxedo shoes exploded. My tuxedo shoes exploded. So I had to walk around. I had my shoes in my back pocket so I wouldn't lose them. I love the fact that you 86'd yourself for my wedding. And then someone's like, what, you leaving? You're like, you're right.
But you tried to do the response. You were like, I'm too drunk. I should leave.
Yeah, it was like, but thank God.
God.
Because you know me and
Oh,
Verzi, how
God.
loud we get at 5 a.m. It had
Yeah.
been echoed through that castle.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God, thank God.
I should leave. Too much to drink. You know what? That's right. I'm going to have a few more.
How did your shoes explode?
They were just like cheap shoes from the tuxedo rental place. Yeah, it was funny because I almost just wore a suit. And then Mad Dog's like, you gonna be that guy? I go, I guess you're right. Like I wasn't thinking, yeah. It's like,
So you brought these exploded shoes back to the rental place?
I did. They gave me my I got like a free tuxedo because I'm like, it was terrible.
I think when Joe drinks, he turns into the Hulk and they just pop through his shoes.
Yeah.
the hors d'oeuvres, the whole thing was fabulous. I gotta say that was a fabulous way. And I'll tell you, for
Remember the
people,
dessert room? Did you make it to the dessert room, or you don't remember that
don't
part?
remember.
I don't. I do remember. I do remember a bunch of the opening appetizers were insane. The cocktail hour was fabulous. But here's the thing with the wedding: if you don't have been there and do a Greek wedding, I never knew a Greek wedding.
Jesse was there.
Oh, you were. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I had to leave early.
Yeah.
They repeat everything 3 times,
Oh.
Yeah.
and so you're like, oh my God, we're like halfway through this shit, and then all of a sudden it ended. It's like they call it.
Yeah.
It's like one team's up by 9 runs.
Yeah.
We get to go home.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like they're only like
It
half.
seems like it's going to be long, and then it's not.
And it
Yeah.
ends. It just ends.
Yeah.
It was like, well, this is amazing.
We repeat things over and over in the Greek church because so many people who are Greek end up getting Alzheimer's that they just want to make sure that the grandmas can enjoy it. Like they forgot it, so do it
Someone
again.
always goes, what? They
Yeah,
say it
what?
again.
Do it
Then
again.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. But it's like, just compared to like the regular Catholic church or whatever, it was only like at about the 3rd, 4th inning. And it was like, oh my God, it's like they're saying everything like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then boom, it was over. It's like, what's a miracle?
Now, when you passed the kidney stone in the parking lot, did you just go behind a truck and I heard you just went and then people just heard loud noise like and then you came back and you're like, I'm okay.
Well, I just
How
had
painful was that?
Oh my God. It hurt so fucking bad. You know, I don't know. Some people are okay with it. I despise porta potties.
Right. Oh, you did it in a porta potty.
No.
Yeah.
But I had to go to the bathroom really bad. They drank, maybe 10, 12 beers. And so I went and I was like in the porta potty, which it could have been infinity. And I couldn't go to the bathroom. It was like stuck. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then so I went back and I was like, like laying on the side of a truck, just like, I don't feel good. And they're like, dude, you should go to the hospital. I'm like, oh, I'm okay. And then by the time when everyone kind of started going in and I could just go between somebody's car, I just stood there and all of a sudden just like, poof. And I swear it would look like a little baby tooth that like hit this tire. I can still see
They're
it.
hard, right? It like
Yeah.
ping. So it made like a ping sound.
Yeah, it made like I could like yeah,
Like a
and
slingshot.
I just stood there for like forever, and then literally it was like I just took a shower, like Jackie Gleason in the Hustler when he turns around after he washes his face, like
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I got the kidney stone out. It's
But I
like
was
pulling a bullet out yourself. Yeah.
yeah, it was rough. I've had some. I don't know. It was a lot of pain. I've had a lot of pain.
You've had some health scares.
I've had some stuff.
Yeah, I remember texting you once. You know, I'm like, "How are you?" You're like, "I just had a heart attack, and I'm back in business."
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
had to-
bounced back.
Yeah, because you were having your heart was stopping at night. You've died and come back.
Oh,
You're like Maniac Cop. You can't be stopped.
well, before I got my sleep apnea machine, people would play a game show with me, like dead, no, alive.
I sent Verzi a picture. I said something like, "Hey, I'm with Joe," and he goes, "Joe." I said, "I'm with Joe Barnick," and then I sent him a picture of Maniac Cop, and Verzi said he laughed for like 3 hours straight. He couldn't stop. Sent picture of Maniac Cop like that with like fucking cuts all over his face. It's like, you can't be stopped. Yeah, they're not. It's gonna be hard to take you out of this world.
Oh, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. You're not going anywhere healthy. So you got fixed up. They put a stent in. You got your CPAP.
No, I actually, because I say heart attack, but really I have coronary artery spasms because my heart just stops because it's worn out. Because of sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Because I don't get enough oxygen to my heart, so
Right.
it just stops.
So how about now? Is it good though? Did they fix it?
Yeah. It's like if I miss my machine for like 2 days, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. And I'm on so many heart pills. It's crazy.
Right. So I think probably one of the first things the doctor said to you was like, "Hey, Joe, I don't know what you're doing in your recreational time, but the number one thing I would say probably not to do would be cocaine."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's probably.
I didn't ask him. I didn't say,
You didn't
hey.
even, you didn't go. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's just like once in a every hey, someone has it.
What are you gonna do? Go inside?
Yeah. I would say no.
It's rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
Well, isn't it funny though how like that wasn't around for like 15 years, and then like about 3 or 4 years before the pandemic, everybody had it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like gone for a long
The
time.
scary thing now is though the fentanyl in it. You just never know.
Yeah, so now you literally have to watch like 8 people do it and wait like 15 minutes.
That's a fucking hilarious bit, dude.
Yeah, you go
Did you
first.
just say that on just now?
No,
Is
I've
that a
said
bit?
I've said it on stage sometimes.
Oh God, that's so
Not
fucking
all the
funny.
time. It's not totally my new 45 minutes,
Yeah.
but
Well, thank you for putting it on the pod. That's one of the funniest premises, dude. That is so funny.
what's the truth?
Yeah, it's the truth, but that's why it's so funny. It's
Some
like-
people bring like I think Ari brings like a kit to test this shit.
he does, yeah.
Yeah, it's like just fucking find like 3 dumb chicks.
Yeah, just wait. You gotta just wait.
Yeah.
You just need to wait. You just do it and you just wait.
It volunteers. You don't have to bring through TSA.
You look at your watch. You're like, all right, 20 minutes. They're good. All right, stuff's good. Stuff's
Yeah,
great.
that'll work. But in general, I'm not a speeder. It's never been my thing anyway, to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
yeah. Which you crown. Now here's the deal. I know Joe well, right? Joe's a friend of mine. I know what his drink is, right? He's a guy who looks like he has a drink. You're a guy who looks like you has a drink. You know, certain guys, you're like, what do you want to drink? Right? Certain guys, like if Jesse came over, I'd go, what do you want to drink? Your guy walks in, I go, Crown Royal and Coke.
Yeah. Oh, well, Crown on the rocks.
Yeah.
Crown on the rocks.
I thought you used to do Crown and Cokes.
I do as
Yeah.
like my wake up.
Oh, that's breakfast. Yeah.
Like before a show.
Dude, I watched you drink once and I thought, like, that can't be good. I've said that in my head a few times, like, that can't be good, the amount that Joe just
Well, you
consumed.
came on the All In tour. You filled in for the great Paul Virtue that one weekend.
Yeah, and then we got very drunk. I was very sick.
Oh, that was so funny. I just told that story. about how like I'm like, did he forget I was here? Because you were gonna like be home. We were leaving at 7 a.m. I'm gonna go to the Giants game or watch the Giants game. It's like 12:30. I'm like, you're like, dude, I was shitting blood. I'm so sorry.
All I remember was we got hammered, and I remember going into a Johnny Rockets at like 4 in the morning, and we were drunk, and it was packed. 4 in the morning, Johnny Rockets, and Joe was drunk and full volume. He was politically incorrect. And I was just sitting there going, Jesus Christ. But that's what you do. And you with an Italian big guy from Pittsburgh, and he has a couple fucking Crown Royals in him.
Yeah, a couple Bobs.
And we were with the owner of the club there.
Oh, yeah, the deadhead
dude,
guy.
And he drove us drunk to another club.
To a strip club.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if my wife's catching this episode.
Oh, he blamed me.
Yeah, I blame Joe. Yeah. Joe's a good friend to have to blame stuff on. I was like, Joe. Yeah, we went to a strip club.
Yeah,
Like
I remember
some
that.
fucking shady Connecticut strip club.
Shady.
Dude, shady.
Shady.
Yeah.
It was not a gentleman's club.
And we walked in and everyone...
There was no buffet.
No, we walked in and everyone just started handing Joe their IDs. They thought you worked there. You had a leather coat on.
Yeah,
and they were
don't
just-
touch the
yeah.
girls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They were like 2 of them wanted to come back with me to L.A.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
I think there was 2 black chicks that just wanted to marry you.
Always the case.
Yeah.
Always
dude,
the case.
black chicks love you, dude.
Yeah, I
It's
love
interesting.
them, man. They're
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they're very cool. And
It's like they don't give a fuck.
yeah.
That's what's great. They just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Too many white chicks get in their heads.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, you probably have like a confidence about you that they like. I get nervous around black chicks. I just don't feel, I feel like I'm just intimidated. I would have married one if I wasn't intimidated.
I don't know. I just they've always been cool.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody. It's so funny. Like so many people that just don't like other people. Like you just don't know other people. Not to
Yeah.
make this all fucking some big like save the world and hug everybody, but
No,
it's
I like the Oprah moments at the end. Yeah.
yeah. You know, it's like I don't know. It's like if people just traveled,
Yeah.
they would have so much more. Like
People are people no matter what. Yeah. There's no there. Everyone's just a normal person trying to have a good time.
yeah, and it's just because I know you like the politics or like talk about. It's just all the fucking politicians that fucking ruin everyone's life. You think
Yeah.
these people want to go to a fucking war? No, they just want to have some kids, fucking have some good food and fuck around.
That's it. That's all they want
And
to
there's
do.
so much bullshit because some rich fucking guy needs more money for his oil company.
Yeah, it
It's
is
fucking
bullshit.
bullshit.
Now,
That's as applicable as I get.
yeah. We can't, I want to ask you this question. Ben Roethlisberger, did he do it?
Will do what? Win 2
Good
Super
point.
Bowls?
Yeah, there you go. That we know.
Lose
he
a
did.
third?
Yeah. That would be great in the courtroom if he said, what do you mean, what did I do? 2 Super Bowls? Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that story. I don't know anything about it.
I don't either. It just seems
Yeah.
like a bunch of.
Seems
I don't-
weird. Fix the TV? I don't know.
Hmm?
It was like a fix the TV situation. It just seemed like it wasn't believable to me.
I really don't know. One was in Tahoe or something, and one was in Alabama.
Yeah. Tahoe's like, you can't, there's no crime in Tahoe. You can't, there's nothing. You're in Tahoe.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, one was in Pittsburgh. Wasn't it in a hotel room?
Oh, I thought one was like in Alabama and one was in Lake Tahoe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really have. I mean, that's so long ago. It's a shame that whatever it is, like that's the first. Like people bring it up all the time. Like you brought it up to me.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with it.
Me neither.
You know what I mean? It's like it's such a weird thing for the poor guy who won 2 Super Bowls and like that's on like his second Wikipedia.
I
line.
know.
And people
Unless
always,
he did it. Yeah.
yeah.
We don't know. We just don't know.
But what was it?
Did Trump do it?
Was it like the R word or was it just like something less than that?
I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know the details.
You know what I mean?
How about the
Because
Trump one?
if it's like less than that, it's like, oh, like, he pulled his dick out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to put that on his Wikipedia page. If it's like he fucking R'd some chick, I'm like, well, that's not good.
Yeah,
Like, that's
that-
bad.
yeah.
Then you should be punished.
Yeah.
But if it's just some like, he grabbed my tits and I didn't want him to, it's like,
Yeah.
you
gotta
what,
put-
what you're in a nightclub, I don't know what.
How does it go on Wikipedia? First paragraph's got to go Super Bowls. Second one, if it's R, you put the R. And third one, I think you would put, he took his dick out. On the third, it's a third paragraph.
It would almost be like, it'd be like whatever, early life,
Yeah.
professional life, this, and then it would be like, what whatever, like something underneath, just be like, hey, you know, in whatever 2005, some woman accused him of showing him his cock, or, and then be like, it wouldn't, you know, I don't know. I don't even feel comfortable talking about this.
Yeah, who knows? The Trump one is interesting.
What did Trump do?
The Trump one is, we talked about the Trump one, and we may cut all this out. Who knows? But the Trump one, the woman, it's 30 years later, and she said it happened in a Bergdorf Goodman's dressing room, and he just grabbed her by the Vij, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Was he coming on to her?
Supposedly he stormed into the
room. Into the room and just grabbed it.
Yeah, threw her up against the wall
Yeah.
and just, yeah.
It's just, you go like,
Because, you know, sometimes you're petting a chick and maybe a little kissy kiss, and then you grab it, and then it's like, no, okay,
yeah.
we're done. Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a 3.
Yeah,
in transition. You know, go for the Larry Bird, like they're up the Celtics up by 8. All of a sudden, it's you know, oh, good night. That, you know, there's the dagger. Celtics by 11.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the great Joe Bartnick.
Well, I tell your beautiful wife I apologize for staining her wedding.
No. It's good luck.
Oh,
It's good luck. You did it on a hug.
Oh, well,
You don't
well,
have-
there,
you're
well, there
such
you
a-
go. There
Yeah.
you. That wasn't.
all
No,
better.
no, I was high-fiving Versi and missed him and tripped
No,
him.
it was a hug. It was and Joe goes full wide hands when he comes.
Oh yeah.
And he's so big, you just kind of get wrapped in it. I think you were holding a wine, and I think some of it just went up in the air. It was a celebration. The great thing about Greek culture is anything that's broken or anything that's spilled is good luck, which is great. Because I remember when I was little, I was at my Irish friend's house, and I was on one of those bouncy balls, and I was a little kid, and I bounced into a mirror, and the mirror broke, and they were like mad about it, and they made me feel like bad about it. I was like 4. That happened in my house. Everyone would be going, it's good luck for like 20 years, which is, you know, that's the way we're a hospitable people.
The Greeks are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
so Italians, it's like hospitable. You want
Well,
to make people
literally-
feel comfortable. Yeah.
we said this the on the 23andMe. It's like we're the same.
Yeah.
The 2 greatest empires the world's ever known, right here.
Yeah. Well, you guys had the empire. We had city states, and we just kept fighting with each other.
Well, that's technical.
But
You
we built. Yes. Yeah.
guys- come on now.
Yeah.
It's
right.
the old Alexander the Great. He's the Alexander the
We
kind of
did.
good.
Yeah.
Dude, Alexander the Great, he controlled like from like Japan to like fucking Egypt, dude.
Wait, I don't
That's
want
a lot of shit back then.
I
You know
don't
what
want to step on what you just said because it's very funny. They called him Alexander the Great. They didn't call him Alexander kind of good. He was the great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he was like 23 and he controlled like the known world.
yeah, the problem is people say he was Macedonian and not Greek, but everyone was Greek. He was speaking Greek. It was Greek culture. The Macedonians say he was Greek. Technicality. Technicalities. Everything's great. It's either Italian or Greek.
Basically.
Basically, yeah.
I said that this is in my special. No, this isn't what I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
How we saved the world.
Yeah.
The Renaissance.
Yeah.
We saved the world.
Yeah. We're not doing it again, right?
We're not doing it again.
You guys-
Use on your own now.
Yeah. Now you're on your own. Like, you can't bail you out again. No.
Well, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Where's Columbus going to go? There's going to be Italians going to discover some planet we can live on.
Yeah. No, he did it once.
Then there'll be some hippie bitch like, he didn't discover it. There was already people here before. It's native Pluto Day.
Yeah. I like the way you view things, all positive. Like a lot of people say, Christopher Columbus was naughty. He was bad to the natives. You go, he saved us.
He saved us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
not my problem. Someone was here.
Joe Bartnick, listen, Joe Bartnick goes 2 empires, 2 Super Bowls, and Columbus saved the world.
There you go.
There you go.
5 Stanley Cups.
Go watch the
Lynn
special.
Lemieux saved the Penguins a couple times. Yager saved the Penguins once. And Sid's probably saved the Penguins once.
Yeah. Watch Puck Off.
Puck Off is you can listen to it. We're gonna get some. We haven't. People are getting on me because we don't really film it. We film it. We never put it out. But yeah, Puck Off. And if you love hockey, watch Puck Off. Watch my special YouTube, Amazon Prime. Come see me on tour.
Where are you going to be? You want to plug some dates or just
Yeah.
wherever? What's the
Oh my
website?
God! Look at this. I got it written down.
Okay, then let him know. Let him know.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. This is like a big special. I mean, big podcast. Okay, 224, February 24th, Houston, the Riot Comedy Club. 310, Philly, Punchline. 312, Nashville, Zanies. 313, Chicago, Zanies, my kind of town. 320, San Francisco, my other hometown. 321, Denver. Then I'm in Poughkeepsie the 29th, 30th. I'm in Soul Joel's in 523 back to Pittsburgh at the Improv.
Nice. And Soul Joe, my good buddy, who I started
He was at your
comedy with,
wedding.
he's one of my closest friends. We started comedy together. His rooms is where I came up. He's got a book out right now. You can pre-order on Amazon. So go get his book. And thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thanks, Yanni. I'm sorry. I really, really thank you
I
for
love
having
you,
me.
man.
I love you too.
Joe Bartnick. Hope you enjoyed that episode. Small business shout out, as always, to exclusiveautoshipping.com. If you're moving your car out of state or you bought your car out of state, hit up our boy Jared, student and military discount supply. If you're moving your car, this is where you go. Chris Minetti, our favorite, his phone number is 215-750-3730. Call him up, say hi. He'll cash your business check somewhere in the South Jersey, Philly area. We don't know what the address is. All we have is a phone number. ForTheFree.art. It's music in Hawaii. Check it out. Go check out their website and see what's going on if you're interested in Hawaii. DisplayPros.net. They build custom trade booths, retail fixtures, and promotional items for you. Go to DisplayPros.net. Mention my name. You get 10% off at DisplayPros.net. MAInsuranceServices.com. Our boy Matthew Albani does it right. I may need you, Matthew. I may have to call you up because I'm putting an addition on my house, and the big insurance companies don't want the risk. So I need someone a little closer to the ground, if you know what I mean, who's willing to deal with the possibilities of a burst pipe or something. So MAInsuranceServices.com in the St. Petersburg, Florida area. They got all your insurance needs right there. Umbrella, commercial, business, workers' comp, all types of insurance policies. MAInsuranceServices.com or call them at 813-260-0338. Capper Tack, sports handicapper. You guys are putting a little juice on games and you want to find out what Capper Tack recommends. They use AI to simulate game results and give you the best betting advice available, all 100% free, no BS. CapperTech.com. They use all the stats, all the info they have. They give you good advice. So might as well check in. You can download the app at the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Check it out. Rebels Raider. I love their bag. Rebels-Raiders.com. Go get yourself a backpack for every day. It's high grade military gear. I love my backpack. I just do. It's crazy how some are just better than others. It's great. It's got I put the laptop. You can put it right in the bag. It's got the padded things. It's got all these little compartments. I fit a lot in it. Rebels-Raiders.com. Check them out. ThinkingMan.substack.com. Newsletter that publishes articles, essays, and thoughts. Give them a shout out. Go take a look for free, and you can join for $5 a month at thinkingman, all one word, .substack.com.